all situations and in all ways, and come always from a place of kindness and compassion and empathy. Because as we all know, and it's not just a thing that we have in our head or a thought that we have in our head, as we all know by the 100 monkey principle, we are not alone. We are not separate beings. We have our separate physical body and our separate little human energy field, but there's a universal energy field, a universal river of energy that we are always connected into. We're connected into each other. We're connected into the minds of all of us. So
Yes.
when we put out a vibration of right, love, surrendered peace, that means we don't have to push that out. We just are it. It's like the I am. When we go into the I am aspect of ourselves and just be the light that we know we are, that light touches everybody in our community, in our sphere of influence. We don't really have to do anything except be that energy for it to just be like a flame. And I think that's what the year of the fire horse is really all about, is that energy of love that is created in the hearts of all right thinking human beings, is like galloping off like a horse and
Mm.
be like, it's like touching a taper, a match to a taper, and having that energy just spread like wildfire. You know, I touched on Minneapolis before this course started today, and you know, I've been watching, I'm sure all of you have, the groundswell of the people in that city coming together for good, for right action to prevail, for people to be treated compassionately, lovingly, kindly. And so this is what Spirit are really wanting to get through to us, because Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, Yeshua, their teachings of the way were about love. The way is through love within the heart. So the new way forward begins with love, because this is the key. Love, just love. To be love and to give love and to speak words of love. That's really all it is. And so when I went to La Bomb first, it was July 2012,
Mm.
and I was asked by Mary to come back 6 months later to receive a set of teachings that she called transcripts. And so February 2013 is when I went back to La Bomb to be with Mary, and it was snow on the ground, and I would walk in the snow and there was hardly anybody there, so it was really peaceful. And then I would sit in the warmth by the fire of the cafe next door to the hostelry, and Mary would speak to me in my mind telepathically about these transcripts, these teachings, and I would write down all about it. And of course we've spoken about that like so long ago now, 13 or so years ago. So it is 13 years ago. And that number 13, February 2026, is very powerful, because 13 is not an unlucky number. It's a powerful number of change and new beginning. So this is why the new way forward, Mary Magdalene, is very increasingly important now as we go into February 2026. You know, I received this information back in September, but
Right.
it's now that this fire horse of this shift in consciousness is taking place within us all much more strongly than ever before.
And this is opening up, Judy. The Fire Horse, I think, is February 17th.
Yes, it
That
is.
is and that's an astrological cosmic event. Anything you want to share about that? What that is actually? It's
Mm.
what?
So it's really the start of the Chinese New Year,
Okay.
um, which there's 12 different signs of the zodiac, and this year is the year of the fire horse.
Mm.
And they're also water, fire, earth, and air. So all the horse has a water aspect, a fire aspect, an earth aspect, and an air aspect. This particular year is the fire horse, and each aspect only comes around once in 60 years. So it's 60 years. It's 19, I think it's 1966, yes, that we last had a year of the fire horse. And if we look at what happened in 1966, it was in the middle of the Vietnam War era.
Mm.
There was a lot that happened in 1966. So we're coming full circle now. But and there was a lot of resistance to what was happening in 1966 from a lot of people. We're at the next step of this now. And it's a different kind of resistance, though. It's a resistance which is pure truth coming through human beings, where what where authoritarianism and domination cannot be denied, cannot be aligned with. It's impossible for us to align with these vibrations anymore because it's not right for our world that we live in, our fifth dimensional world, and it's not right for us. And it's not right for the divine plan of what spirit, beings of light are wanting to bring through to this earth. And so we're in this incredible time of change. And it'll be interesting to see what occurs in the year ahead, really.
Yeah. You've often said that we're not alone, that there's help from multidimensional worlds and beings helping Earth and helping us move forward. Who are they? And what might they have in terms of wisdom or energy transmissions for us today? Has anything been coming forward?
Yes, well, there's a whole collective of light beings, of course.
Mm.
You know, there's, if you look on YouTube, there's a lot of
Mhm.
near-death experience that people have
Yes.
discussed and related. We really know, I'm probably sure that most of you or all of you listening today will know that or feel that this life and this body at this time, as Judy or Darius or whatever, is
Mhm.
really illusion. That the true life of the spirit is the life of the soul, which is eternal, and that we are here in this body at this time for a reason and a season. And most of us, probably everybody on this call, is in this body, in this life that we're in right now, because we chose to be here now to do something, whether it's just to hold the light of love and support people, doesn't matter. It's we chose to be here in this lifetime for this time, you see. And we've probably came to Earth eons ago, maybe some of
Yes.
us 100,000 years ago at the time of the beginning. I'm sure we also came to this planet when Earth was called Tara as children of light here. But we've had many, many lifetimes in different places, different dimensional worlds. And so, what is really happening now is that the veil to our memory of our own authentic soul truth is being lifted. We can see beyond the veil, we feel the beings around us. I don't really see them visually. I wish I did, but in some ways, maybe that would dull my perception if I saw them standing around me. But I know they're standing around me, and I feel them standing around me. And when I speak the energy words, there's no orchestration on my part of what I'm saying. Even what I'm saying now, it's not really orchestrated by me, Judy. It's more what is just coming through me to say. So it's these beings of light are around us. I mean, they could be ascended masters, they could be angelics, they could be star beings from other star nations, other multidimensional worlds. In this case today, the beings that I have around me are Mary Magdalene, particularly Mary
Mm.
Magdalene, um, the Arcturians, and some star beings from Alpha Centauri, from the star system of Alpha Centauri, which I'll talk about later. So they're here to support the particular frequencies and the energies and the information that needs to come through to everybody today. It changes all the time because Spirit have trained me over 30 years really to be a multidimensional channel. So I seem to be able to bring through energies from many dimensional worlds, and I've worked with all the ascended masters, I've worked with all the angels, most of them. I it's not anything special about me either. It's just that that's my purpose now at this time. But we are all connected to the oneness of all, which is God, the creator of all, through the heart mind, we are all able to access beings of light because they are part of us and we are part of them because we are part of the one. So there's no separation really. It's just a matter of where we put our mind, our consciousness, and our capacity to open the heart and to love. That's the key to these connections, really.
Amazing. Is there a transmission or anything that they want to share or anything that might help us all maybe come together and create an energetic cohesion as we start to unpack some very exciting vibrational states as well that Mary Magdalene has been sharing and will share with us here momentarily.
Yes. So this is a blessing from
Oh,
Mary
wow.
Magdalene. This
Okay.
is a blessing from Mary Magdalene. And she's saying we've all got to understand, we all should understand that her life as Mary on the earth was not easy. You know, that she was like us. She did not fully realize the significance of what she was doing,
Mm,
as part of a divine plan. She was just being Mary Magdalene. She was just following her heart. And so when after the crucifixion, she and the other two
mm.
Marys went to Provence, was Gallica, a Roman province in those days. And she was just guided by prayer. She was guided by heart. She was guided by the angels. It says that the angels came and they looked after her in the mountain cave. I'm sure they did. We all have those beautiful beings of light looking after us. And so that's what she truly wants to bless us with now, is like to bring us the energy of the angels so that whatever is going on for us personally in our own human lives,
Mm.
we know that we are safe and protected and cared for. And we can send with our heart mind that protection of the angels to those that we love and care for as well. Like our friends, our family. We just have to connect to the heart and speak the words that we want to send to our friends and our family, people that we love and care about. That link is being made with us, but we are also being created as a conduit for love, like a little mini Mary, if you like.
Mm.
This energy now is to create us, to link us with the Mary Magdalene angelic protection energy. She was protected by the angels on the mountain. The angelic protection is coming through her, through me, to all of us. And then we're all becoming like little Marys, really.
Wow, that's such a beautiful thing for us to visualize. It's like she's in our hearts, she's in our energy field, and we're part of her. It's a wonderful thing that people can take from this call. I just love that. Go ahead, Judy. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. No, so let's just see. Così alla botica di sei bella coda locoa. La cata sacca samba do cota. A coca que tá que seco é saco a risi. A cola cata estou chite é se de beta coda lá. A que cata beta cata é cata a caia. A cata coda roche a se a coda lá que. A cai se estou e se bela coda lá. Akata Krishna, Sato Zakashtu, Tatakota, Mitajta, a Belakoda Kalakadesi, Alkota Lakishto, Akakikitabekisa. So all these words are harmonizing frequencies to harmonize mind, body, spirit. Mukuta Likia, I see, Ashto, Dalakada, Iketa Kata Kota Kisa Kojista, Akoka seed, Badakota Soul, Ashted Badaka, is to bring us into a space or a place of deep rest and stillness and peace within us. Melakata Lishto, Jidisi, Balakodata. Akoka Kia, I say, Atu, Shida, Sa, Doshta. Lokata Akata Saki. Akata Kata Kata Kasi Koshte, I see. Ici, de se lo kota la kota kota kishti, salbata kota kota, shtuka la tukota, meso kati saka saka saka, akosa shtia. So whatever you're feeling now, I feel that it's more of an authentic state of being, of who you really are as a soul, this positive, beautiful light that you all are, which is similar to the um, transmissions of A New Way Forward. You see, what they do is just what I've been doing here, which is to overlay consciousness patterns that might cramp us or make us feel anxious or diminish or limit us, and expand, overlay those patterns, almost like wiping the slate clean, to bring in a new state of vibrational beingness. That's what it is. So this energy that we've just worked with Mary, this blessing, is to bring a new state of vibrational beingness through all the trillions of cells in our body so that we vibrate differently. And of course, when we vibrate differently, on a more uplifted, positive, higher dimensional octave of sound, of note, if you like, then we are different. Consciousness underpins function. Consciousness underpins thought, action, everything about ourselves, you see. So as we transpose, clear the slate of the old outmoded patterns of who we think we are, and transpose positive, high vibrational, light-filled, love-filled energies over the top of it, it's like creating a completely new energy grid for the way we operate in life and think in life. That's what it is.
Yes. Wow, thank you for that, Judy. Amazing. And I'd like to ask everyone, what did you feel, or what was coming forward, or how are you feeling now after this transmission? And write to us. I'll be kind of collecting and sharing those as we go through. I want to talk also about, Judy, some of the things you've mentioned from Mary Magdalene. It sounds like last time we brought forward about 7 vibrational states of consciousness, and these were some awarenesses that we have to begin to plug into. We're already getting some messages coming in. I get bumps, goosebumps. I feel expanded. I feel connected, says another person. So we're getting a lot of feedback just from that activation. But these 7 states, I don't know if you want me to kind of rehash from my notes last time or you want to go through them, but these are really important to thrive during this time. Do you want to talk about these 7 states, or kind of
And
walk through them slowly? I have them in front of me.
yeah, what I do is I'll go through them slowly so that
Okay.
we understand them. And then if you have a question about any of them, Darius, just ask me, or if anybody else does. So these are the 7 states of consciousness that Mary discussed with me when she spoke to me in September about A New Way Forward.
Mm,
What consciousness doesn't die. We know this. So when we leave the body, our consciousness continues. Consciousness is eternal. It's part of the soul. When a soul comes into a human body, um, probably when the baby, the fetus in the womb, just before birth at some time, I'm not exactly sure when, this is quite a mature consciousness. I've been regressed to my birth, or during my birth experience. And my thoughts and feelings, when we mature thoughts and feelings, they weren't the thoughts and feelings of a little baby with not an evolved with a. So my consciousness, it seemed to me when I was regressed and I was reliving the birth experience, that my consciousness was not a baby. My consciousness seemed to be mature. And so these patterns of consciousness, which continually vibrate within us, get affected by our past lives, by our current life, by trauma, by positive things. Everything that makes us us as a personality in this lifetime is affected by consciousness. And this is the karmic vibrational who we are, really, the soul,
yes.
the Akashic records. And so what Mary has been doing when she spoke to me in September and she asked me to record these 7 sets of transmissions is to bring through overlays of divine love. Now, to expunge patterns of consciousness within us that are not at the required vibration for our happiness, our joy, to be the light that we really are. So it's anything that is limiting us. So the first pattern that she brought through and wanted to talk about is surrender, like I touched on at the beginning. So
Yes.
surrender is not giving up our power, as she said before we started today. Surrender is letting go of our anxiety about an outcome and knowing from a state of positive expectancy
Mm.
that we have it already. That's one of the teachings of Mary, from the transcripts of Mary Magdalene. If we want something, we have to become all knowing that we already have it. We have to be that knowledge that we have it, rather than I want, or I'm anxious that I won't get. We have to just be. We know, you see. So surrender is this energy vibration that's in the surrender recording is designed to help us to know that all is as we want it. It's like a knowing. It's like replacing the anxiety aspect with a positive expectancy, which is vibration. So, of course, like attracts like. So, when this positive expectancy vibration of surrender is overlaid in our energy field, then it attracts that frequency to itself. That's Einstein. So, that's science. So, when we vibrate at that certain frequency, then life changes because we are vibrating differently, we attract differently. I mean,
Yes.
all of these recordings that I'm going to be speaking about now do it like this. It's what happens: expunging what does not serve, transposing divine light through divine love at a different frequency of vibration. So it shifts the frequency of vibration
Mm.
in our mind, vibrating in the cells of the body, so that we magically, life becomes different. We become different. What I've noticed myself since September, when I've worked a lot with the transcripts, the New Way Forward with Mary Magdalene, is that I am much stronger as a person. Um, I don't know whether you notice this. I'm I'm not worried about what people think the same.
Mm.
I'm physically better because I think sometimes when we're physically unwell, we're only physically unwell because there's so much energy streaming into the earth. It's hitting up against those unhealed, limiting, sabotaging parts of us and causing a wobble. So
Yes.
all this energy is designed to get us strong so that we don't wobble. And when the energy increasingly gets stronger and stronger and stronger, which it will over the next 7 years, we are strong like a rock. We are not being buffeted by this. We are not being diminished by this, you see. This is really powerful gifts that Mary is bringing to us all now. I feel it's probably the key thing that has transformed my reality in
Wow.
recent times, to be honest.
Wow.
So then the next one is about harmony in body and mind. And
Mm.
these are quite short. They're not long transmissions. But what I'm going to be doing when I do the masterclass, which is on the, I'll talk about that later, but
Okay.
everybody everybody's going to receive a masterclass, you see, and I'm going to advance these transmissions in the masterclass so that they become stronger and stronger. So the second thing that Mary brought through was harmony in body and mind. So we surrender, we let go of our angst and our anxiety, and then we get harmonized in body and mind, which will positively affect your health and well-being for sure.
Yes.
It will affect the way you respond to challenges in life, like um, not so reactive, not so defensive, being able to just stand in loving acceptance of what's going on, really. But not from a place of giving in, from a place
Yes.
of, which is entirely different. And then the third transmission is about loving oneself, trusting
Mm.
oneself. Because in order for all of us to really step out and do what we, many of us, have roles to play, which will require us stepping out and speaking our truth and being strong. So this transmission is about trusting ourselves. It's bringing in strong, powerful energies of self-trust, like to make the right decision, to know from the heart what to do. So that we're not thinking, should I do this? Should I do that? Suddenly we
Yes.
know. Suddenly it becomes crystal clear with this incredible sense of knowing. Um, it it's like a magical overlay of how we used to be with a sudden change of how we are now. That's what I've experienced.
I
It's
love it.
it's
Yes.
not it's not something, oh, I hope I change. It's like suddenly I wake up and I'm different. That's what it is.
Yes. Wow. I've noticed this as I've plugged into some of the work of Mary Magdalene through this program, is I've noticed it's almost like you begin to embody a greater sense of true power. And as I go through these, it is in essence activating this much more powerful state, but it's not a angry or an efforting type of power. It's almost like a silent power that aligns you to everything, and you're in really resistance to nothing. You're up leveling your awareness to a much higher level that creates some big changes. This is just so interesting. The other thing that I think trust is also another thing that comes in, and also going beyond the old limits. But it's not having to push through them. It's almost like you just rise.
Well, that's exactly right. Those
Mm,
words rise. We are rising.
yeah.
Um, well, that's what I've noticed myself, you see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just share that I've always been a bit anxious every time energy comes in because quite often I don't feel good physically because my body is adapting to that energy all the time. And so over quite a few years, you see, I've been doing it for a long time, that's made me get a bit anxious every time I
Oh,
energy in. And then my mind would say, I wonder what's wrong with me, and maybe I should go to the doctor and da 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 da. I'm not worrying about my health anymore. The good news is I'm just trusting and knowing that I am going beyond my old perceived limits. Mine were all around my physical body. So I am I have moved beyond those perceived limits. And the funny thing is, I feel better, healthier, stronger than ever. That's the strange thing. When I've let go of that anxiety that I've been
yes.
holding on to about it, everything's shifted. And
Amazing.
I feel that's
Amazing.
down to the recording of going beyond perceived limits that Mary brought through, because now I'm trusting and knowing that I'm well. And I'm also trusting and I'm knowing that as I get older, I'm not going down the slippery slope. And I'm trusting and I'm knowing that I am able to do what Spirit have asked me to do in this lifetime. And I will do it. I am doing it. But I will do it. So there's this knowledge that I will do it no matter what. But it's not from a point of I will do it and I'll suffer like a
Yes.
martyr. It's like I will do it because I know that my body is regenerating and I know that all is well. And I absolutely know that this is what I'm to do, you see. So
Wow.
it's going beyond those old perceived limits of that we all have as human people, you know, and but we're now increasingly having a foot in both worlds. We're human in a human body, but we're also souls having this human experience. And so the veil, as I said earlier, is lifting. We are becoming soul, more of our soul, our authentic soul in our human body. And that human body is changing because that's what part of this evolutionary upgrade cycle that we know of as Ascension is all about, because more light has to come into the cells of the body, more of this divine light. Light is energy, light is sound, vibration, frequency, and everything about our physical body needs to alter to hold this light. And this is what's happening, really. This is um, the changes that we're going through.
Yeah.
So these consciousness transmissions from Mary Magdalene of A New Way Forward are not just affecting us in consciousness, they're actually helping our body hold more light, because
Mm.
we're not angsting, we're not getting anxious and tightening everything up. We're not having our thought of, oh, I wonder what's wrong with me, whack out against the light that's coming in. So the light
Yes.
can flow in to the cells of the body more easily, because our mind power resistance isn't resisting in the same way.
I love it. Absolutely true. And I think that was number four that we were going to cover, which was tapping in and not being stuck into the old ways. I also want to talk about number five of seven, which was activating soul wisdom from past lives. And also, we'll just kind of jump to number six here for the sake of time, being the light to shine who we were meant to be in this world. Anything you want to say about five and six? And then I do want to get to the Arcturians and maybe some help from folks in a transmission.
Sure.
But five and six, Judy, what would you say about those?
I would say that, well, all of these seven transmissions are like stairways. They're like
Mm.
they're like a going up. Um, 5 and 6, activating soul wisdom. We have a lot of wisdom within our Akasha, within our soul's Akashic records, that is now being tapped into by us, people. These energy transmissions will begin to activate what is right and meant to come forward for us as part of our soul's destiny plan in this lifetime to come forward. For example, I've noticed that I'm working with different energy frequencies since the solstice. I'm speaking different words. I feel that I'm accessing part of soul memory that I wasn't able to access before. So there's that thing. That Number 6 is support, to just be, to be a light. This is to be in that still centered space of just knowing. And how that relates to me today is that I'm increasingly unable to prepare what I'm going to say. It has to come from the soul's light shining out. It cannot come from the head anymore. It can't be planned. It can't be um, deliberate. It just has to be in flow. So this recording is about being the light. Just,
Mm.
you see. And then the final one, number 7, is really to connect us to the very strongly to the I am presence of the soul. I am that I am. To just let that soul's authentic light be who we are, you see.
Yes. Wow. Wow. I know I want to take maybe a question or two, but I want to ask about the Arcturians and what you are sensing there as well, because there's also a lot of information I think coming in from those beings. And then maybe if we have time, we could take a caller. And I know we're going to be doing a transmission and talking more about what's going on with the New Way Forward with Mary Magdalene. So, what is it that the Arcturians are maybe doing and sharing and interfacing with humanity at this time? How are they doing that?
Well, the Arcturians, as most of you will know, are seventh to ninth dimensional.
Okay.
They are experts in working with the mind, working with emotions, the mental body. And so they are helping, they're like bridging the gap. They're bridging the gap between them and the beings of Alpha Centauri. Uh, Alpha Centauri, well, I'll touch on Alpha Centauri now and then I'll talk about Alpha Centauri more later. But Alpha Centauri, at the time of the deliberate creation of the human, which I wrote about anyway, what I received, which was in my book Sunshine Before the Dawn, 100,000 years ago, they would not give their advanced mind power capacities to the human DNA at the time,
Mm.
human, because they felt that their advanced power capacities, which is to take a thought and amplify it so it is like a fire horse, really, like gallops off, like it creates a wave of change. may be misused, which it probably would have been in past cycles. Now they are bringing this in. But the Arcturians have a role to play also, because they create the scaffolding or the grid work between where we've been and where we're going, to do with our mind, to do with our mental processes, to do with our capacity to create from mind and heart. So this energy is from the Arcturians, and they are stepping us up to be better creators with by putting certain energy grids within the brain, within the neuron pathways of the brain, to help us receive with the right brain, transmit through the left brain, and to integrate the flow of energy between right, left brain, and setting up a pathway really for
Mm,
what beings of Alpha Centauri are then going to do. So this is setting up the pathways, the grids.
okay. Wow. All right. As this is coming forward for a lot of us, I know there's still a lot of questions. I want to maybe get to a very lucky caller or two. If you've got a question for Judy, is that okay, Judy? If we could
That's fine.
take a, okay, great.
Sorry,
Go
just
ahead and yeah.
it's just a very short transmission that the Arcturians want to bring in, if that's okay. And then we
Oh
can,
yeah.
yeah, sorry. Cookie, I say, I like how to look at you, star, I say. Look at the ste, a sakota. A katakatakatakatakatakatasa. A katakisi, the seed, a lakato, to good at the Akatakatakatakatakutshi, la lazakadisi, Messakade, Lakataksto, a sidaka. Aka akatakatakataka, a seed, a stolakade, a salakadisto, lakadi. Akatakatakatakatakatakatakut say, a seed, a star. This is just working with the neuron pathways within the brain. You might feel heat or some sort of vibration in the head. Be interesting to know if you do. Mkata akli sto salakode. Amelakode si. Ametakati kisekata sta. Akalakada oku akatakasi kusti. Akatakata asirista. Akatakata so that's what, I'm sorry I had to interrupt, but that's what they wanted to bring through. And
No, absolutely. Thank you. And I really feel this beautiful, like cohesive energy thread through all of us from that. So thank you. And a lot of people have been commenting, you look very radiant today, Judy. You're glowing. So I absolutely love that. And I got to let everyone know my camera is acting up. I look very gray from I think I've blown out my web camera with so many amazing activations. So it's going to be time to get a new one here very shortly because the color's not coming in. But what I want to do is go to some callers today. And we've got Mariola who's raised her hand. And Mariola, I'm going to there you are, Mariola. How can we help you, my dear? You are live with Judy Satori.
Hello. So I was wondering if Judy can help me. I seem to be having I think it's emotional heart that needs healing, like taking a deep breath or thinking about what I want. I feel like this kind of density, heaviness in my chest area.
yes, I feel, Mariola, that what's happening to you now is you're clearing a lot of your lineage line DNA trauma from your ancestral line going back 8 generations. And it's all to do with you being a light, to having to release these discordant energies locked into your DNA, your human genetic DNA from your ancestral line. So I feel that I could maybe with spirit help with this now, with you, but also anybody else who's also experienced this kind of clearing, because you see, when the clearing happens, it will feel it will come out the same way as it went in. It's all to do with the heart and sadness and grief and being what happened probably to your family line in the past. So let's work with this now. And if you want to work with this energy, just put your hand on your heart chakra here.
And Judy, would this be for anybody as well,
Yeah,
or just
absolutely. Anybody.
okay? So for everyone here, we can all feel into this. This is a real treat. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Mariola, for bringing this to us all.
So we all have trauma patterns, karmic trauma patterns from our forebears that are part of our DNA code. They're just like off-pitch vibrations, really. But at this time, because there's so much light, so much energy coming in, streaming in, um, this is like the apple cores under the bed that's being exposed. And as it comes up to release, we feel it. We feel the vibrations of that emotion that our ancestors may have felt at some time. It's not really us. So let's clear. Koke ala kishtuku. Lisi isi eto raju kodita. Apata isi akalakataku. Ekatakata kasata sto kalakodali. Amise kodala kadesi setata. Akatakatakatukutuklisto, jidisi la kataklikta. Makatakatakatakatakatisa. Akakaketa si la kataklikatakisto la kata. Akatakatakata si la kataklikata. Lukatakatakotikatakotikatakatastokotikatakatakota. Moko kika tika taptakota sto la katasakota. So I'm also working, I feel, with the solar plexus chakra and the sacral chakra. Like diffusing these vibrations from the energy field, also the 7 levels of the energy field around us. Okay. So take a deep breath, Mariola. I'll just give you a minute and I'd just like to know how you're feeling.
I felt a lot of kind of shivers while you were doing the process.
Tears, did you say? Tears.
Shivers, like
Yes.
shivering.
Yes. It's interesting how it's not us, but it's our ancestral line, and we take it into ourselves at the level of our DNA. Like this trauma vibration, we don't even know it's there. But what it does is it's a bit like shackles around our state of being, shackles around our legs, where we're
Yes.
utterly held back and we don't even know why. And we sometimes blame ourselves, but it's actually not us.
Mm.
It's not even us at all. It's not who we are in this life today. And it's actually not our own past life trauma. In this instance with you, Mariola, I feel it's been lineage line trauma.
Thank you very much. I started yawning as well, so things
Oh,
are
that's
still shifting.
oh,
It
wonderful.
take 24, 40, I'd say about 48 hours. So if you have any emotions come up, just let them, just ride the wave of emotion, because emotion is just energy in motion and it's clearing from you. See?
Yeah. Yes. And I want to hear from anyone else. What did you feel? What is coming forward? And remember, we are releasing this for our ancestors, for our lineage, for our family line. So what happens if your family line had a trauma, you do a release, or you go deeper into what Judy's doing? What happens to your kids, to your grandkids? That trauma that was through the line doesn't go forward because we decide that it ends here, that we heal it here with these amazing powers that are coming forward for us all. Let me share some of the stories. Lydia, my heart got a light ache. That's interesting. Another yawning from Ascension Library, maybe someone on your team. Lydia also said her whole body was shaking. Baba says, I feel calmness. Susan said, I feel light in my head and saw pathways of light when she channeled the Arcturians. Yawning, I felt tremendous pressure in my head. Annie Orr says, yawning, I feel very grounded. pulsing in my head, says Judith. Definitely feeling heat in my head, says Wanda. And I feel amazing, says Kim. So lots of people feeling this. This is incredible, Judy, as we start to activate more and more here today. Very interesting. Anything else that we should do right now? Is there any other activation, or should we take another caller? I'm going to let you decide, Judy, because I don't want to miss anything that you have coming forward in this moment. So I'm not going to ask anything. I'm going to let you just share whatever else needs to come forward or whatever direction we need to take right now.
I actually feel there's a transmission from Mary Magdalene herself. And she was persecuted and condemned and hunted, and she didn't feel safe a lot. Even when she went to France, she had to hide out a lot in the cave. It was an anxious time for everybody in the Roman world who did not align with some of the thinking going on there. Particularly for the early Christians and the Essenes, they were quite persecuted.
Yes.
So there was a lot of anxiety. So this is from Mary and the angels who are around her to help diminish and take away and expunge patterns of fear, anxiety, discrimination that we may be holding unknowingly in our auric fields or at a level of the DNA vibrating in the cells, of course. Koki a leko jihista lekote. Se sa boko gil a katatrixtu. E kata vita to shitokada. A kakalakata ki se sakatata. Pa si ko klato si a sien mada. Akakakite si koda da kazakadesia. Ikakikata kazakadesia. Okulakati kuto ade zi kazakuda sakotekulekatakazi. Me tazakasako lukudakatakadishta tatsa. Me kuli saj da katakadabakada asogalakati azishish da kaziaka. So just while everybody's absorbing that, I just want to explain, because it sounds like weird language really, but what it is certain vibrations of sound and light that are coming through from this ultralight spectrum. So it's sound, ultralight, light we cannot see, and also ultrasound, sounds that we can't hear. So even though you're hearing me speak these words, there's a lot of ultrasound involved in these transmissions, which we cannot hear. The pitch of the tones and the overtones and the octaves of the sound. It works a bit like homeopathy, so it's clearing and soothing and calming the pitch of the sound that is vibrating within us, that gives rise to the patterns of thought and belief and the feelings, the emotional feelings that we feel in our body. And so when this is removed, then of course it clears the way for us to think and be different. Yeah, that's how it all works. And this, what they're saying to me what Mary's saying to me right now, is that what we've just done is permanent. It's not a quick, it's not just a little band-aid. It's permanent for everybody. The work is now the vibration on the planet and the capacity for us to receive the energy, really, which is what it's about, in the energy pathways and circuitry of the body, is at a point now where the energy works more quickly and it's able to be permanent.
Wow.
You don't have to repeat, you don't have to rinse and repeat. It's like there's no point in all of us listening to transmissions up the yin yang. We have to change and evolve really quickly now. You see, when you listen to the recordings of A New Way Forward with Mary Magdalene, as of the 1st of January 2026, they're actually going to work a lot faster, because the energy that's coming through to the planet is different, and it gives us a better capacity to bring these frequencies into the energy circuitry of our own body. So of course, so it will work more quickly because the energy pathways are more coherent. This is
Amazing.
hmm.
Amazing. I want to hear from everyone. What are you feeling? What is coming forward? One of the things that we do at U Wealth Revolution is celebrate your experiences, your shifts, because every person truly matters and what you feel matters. And it opens the door for others to feel and share. So let us know, what have you been feeling? What is coming forward? A lot of people right now sharing shivers. Lots of people writing in, Judy, saying they feel more peace, more gratitude. Definite solar plexus grounding, more calm. Thank you, Mariola. Thank you, Dana. So this calm, this peace, this grounding, don't be fooled. It's actually a feeling of empowerment because this is where we have our power. Another person, I feel emotional, but also like a release. So that is fantastic. Shivers first and then a release. More peaceful, more connected to self. Judy, these are amazing things happening. I mean, this is, an evolution. Feeling very thankful. Yes, all of these emotions. Is there a dimension, Judy, that we tend to rise to with these frequencies? I mean, these are very whole, embodied human energies, correct? I mean, is there a frequency level or a dimension level that aligns to this?
Not so much dimensional, but
Mm.
it's that the frequency vibrating in our body gets faster and vibrates faster, and it moves through love, which is 520 hertz, to heightened
Oh,
states of joy and peace. You see, so we begin to vibrate with love and above rather than the lower states of consciousness. And this becomes a permanent entrainment, I believe, in most of us, all of us, I would like to hope, in us today listening, in the next, within 3 years, I feel that these heightened states of consciousness will be permanent, a permanent state in everyone, because this is where we're heading. And we are we could say that we are vibrating in a fifth dimensional state.
yes.
Um, what I was told when I wrote Sometime Before the Dawn is that there are 12 dimensional worlds, if you like, within this Milky Way galaxy where consciousness, like pure soul, can take on a physical form of expression, like Pleiades, Sirius, Arcturus, Lyra, Orion. They operate at a different dimensional frequency band. But as our own internal frequency begins to get faster, and we radiate with more light because we do when we vibrate faster, the frequency gets faster. We are beginning to touch into these other dimensional worlds, not necessarily physically, but in our consciousness. So we are able to tap into the consciousness wave bands, the thought bands, if you like, of those beings who operate in those worlds, who are more evolved than human beings right now, and absorb their more holistic and integrated frequencies of peace and higher well-being. This is what I feel. And this is interesting because I haven't spoken about this until now, but I feel that over the next 7 years, we will be more, very much more walking between the worlds. Probably staying and hopefully staying in the physical body on earth, I feel we will be, but increasingly in consciousness, operating between multidimensional worlds.
Amazing. Amazing. And I've got to tell you, we've got a lot of people buzzing, feeling those energies and embodying it now. And, I say the real question is, how do we bring this into our life and feel it and embody it and live it the way Mary Magdalene did? And one of the things that you're doing, Judy, that we are so grateful for is bringing all of this together for us all through this work. And you don't have to travel. You don't have to wonder what energies Mary Magdalene was living in and receiving and embodying, Judy has brought it all together for us in a way that only she can. And I want to share what is going on. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Judy, Judy 30 for our 30th season at UWealth Revolution, which means 16 years of loving, supporting, and expanding consciousness. And we are just absolutely honored to feature this program. And it's a new way forward with Mary Magdalene. And it is here available. And I want to make note really quick. We've already had people going deeper into this and already feeling some big shifts and changes. So if you have been in the program, let us know what you are feeling, because we're very curious as to how this is shifting you and upgrading your body, or maybe even your biology, maybe even your way of living. And we just had one person write in and said, I've been in the program since the beginning of the month. I am feeling amazing and feeling shifts. I'm feeling more free and better than I have in a long time. So, Judy, this is a real interesting way that you're bringing these energies forward, because, I've been fascinated with your story of La Sainte-Baume for a number of years, and this is really just a incredible way to embody a consciousness that we really need right now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel that this energy of a new way forward is different. It's more immediate. It's like washing away patterns of consciousness that don't serve, and it's opening us into the vibrations of surrender, harmony, trusting self, etc., that do serve us and serve to strengthen us for our human lives today, and what's going on out there in our world. So, I'd love Darius to do some more questions with people if that's appropriate, because I feel that we need, all of us, we need that strengthening. That spirit wants
Yes.
to be that loving support for all of us today.
All right, we're going to go back to questions. I love that. And for those that want to go deeper, check out this program here at the page. Krista just wrote into us. She said, I bought this program in December and I've been feeling much more grounded, much more responsive instead of reactive. And really quick, Judy, I know you have, I don't want to miss this, a live
Oh,
call
yeah.
that's going to be happening on February 8th. Anything you want to share about that? I'm just going to scroll down to that point, because this is going to be very special and, of course, aligned to kind of what's happening right now, of course. So tell us what's going to happen on that live call for people in this program.
Yes. So I'm really excited about this because of my own work with Mary Magdalene, my own use of these recordings since September when I made them, and what's happened to me as a result. In this 90-minute session, it's Sunday the 8th in USA,
Correct.
Europe time, and it's Monday morning the 9th in New Zealand time. Um, it will be it will be an upgrade of where we are at right now. I'm going to be introducing advanced recordings onto the delivery page. So if you've been listening, so the people that have been using all these recordings for a month or so, you'll get another piece, some more recordings that are going to accelerate you more strongly and take you forward even more. So I wanted to bring through what's in the program at the moment that everybody's been listening to and using is an introduction where I tell my story. Each of the 7 transmissions or recordings, what it is, what it does, they're quite short. They're designed so that you can, if you want to focus on trusting yourself more, you can just listen to trusting yourself and go down deep, just listen to this over and over, because it's not a lot of English words in this, it's just the light language. But it's an explanation of what it actually is and what it actually does. So there's that. And then there's all of these 7 parts of this program all joined together as one meditation, starting with surrender and ending with I am that I am. And that takes about 40 minutes to listen to. So that is like the foundation. But what I'm going to be discussing and bringing through at this special class on the 8th and 9th of February is the next level, how we go to the next level, how we actually integrate and bring these energies into our life and live our lives with more trust, live our lives with being able to activate the soul wisdom and step forward, because so
Yes.
many of us have put up our hand to be in this lifetime. We feel that we have something really important to do, but we don't quite know what it is. And I feel that when you listen to activating soul wisdom and go deep with this, then it will switch on something within your own soul memory that will automatically come forward. This is what it is. So in this class, and on the page, the delivery page where people listen to these recordings, there'll be advanced recordings, 7 new advanced recordings, which will take you deeper really fast and accelerate your progress really fast. But on this call, I'm also going to be having, like, it's a lot of Q&A. I want to help you individually. So it will be maybe 20 to 30 minutes of teaching and then probably an hour of Q&A.
Amazing. Amazing. And we have adjusted the time, so just make note of your geography. And we're going to go into more questions here, but just a note, each one of the 7 areas of energy upgrade that Judy talked about, she has encapsulated into activations in this program. So changing perceptions of self, which was one of the areas, that is item 7. Item 8 was activating soul wisdom, and all the others are embodied here. Plus we have the live event happening and still sitting in stillness being the light, item 9, and item 10, I am that I am, a new way forward, plus a lot more. We're going to be talking about all of this, plus some bonuses that we mentioned last time. So Judy, yes, let's dive in to some more callers, and anyone that wants to go deeper, check this out. There's things that we've covered in the other calls, like the journey to a mente or the way meditations and the fundamental aspects of love that are absolutely priceless. And all of this is included here on this page, here at uwealthrevolution.com/Judy30 for just $133. And it's available. And you're going to get a special bonus, the 150 steps of La Saint Baume. We talked about that last time. So Judy, yes, I know you want to serve and we want to grab some callers. So is it okay if we take some more callers and move through some more questions?
There's just 2 things I want to say, and that
Yes.
is 150 steps of La Saint Baume. This is, I talked about Mary being looked after by the angels. This is angelic. This is the angels taking you up into your truth. That one, 150 steps of La Saint Baume. And the light coming down, if you actually put your hand over that light, I don't know whether you feel it with that small image, but that light coming down, I didn't see when I took the photo. And
Oh, I'm
if
going
you
to
put
zoom in here. So this is your photo, Judy. I did not know that.
my photo. So I took this photo
Wow.
when I was there in July 2012.
Do this. There we
And
go.
I did not see that light visibly. But then when I looked at the photo later, the light was there. It's Mary's light shining down on the steps. So when you actually put your hand over that light, it's like you have an infusion of Mary's energy. Um,
I feel my arm tingling when I do this. It's, I hope everyone can see this. I've tried to make it as big as possible. Wow.
those steps are the last steps before you get to the cave chapel. There's
Oh my
150 of them.
goodness. Mhm.
And that, I think, more than anything, that convinced me that the transcripts that Mary was wanting to teach me were accurate and real. Because, you get messages in your head, they have to be true, but it's that light shining down on me that it really inspired me to know that this was truth and right. And the other one, the journey to a mentee. You see, Mary went to the Massif of La Sainte Baume, which actually means the Sainted Cave. She was guided there because there was a river in Provence that wound its way towards this mountain. And she felt, I feel, that this river was like a portal into a mentee. A mentee is within the earth, and a mentee is the place of creation within the earth. So there was a definite reason why she chose to follow this river with two of the other disciples to arrive at this cave. There was a reason for being there. This was a sacred place, not just because it was a cave she could hide in, but because there was a portal from above and below, a portal to Amenti, but also
Right.
a portal to the heavens so the angels could look after her. It was a
Are these
place.
are these portals still open, Judy? I hear all of this and I think, gosh, can we connect to these portals now? I feel like I need them. Maybe others don't feel that, but I feel like I want to transcend so much of the falsity on the planet. Are these open now? Can we open them? Or maybe that is what you've been doing in these activations.
I wasn't really ever opening them because they're
Okay.
just there. But the recording Journey to Amenti will take you into these vibrations of Amenti. And then if you go to La Sainte Baume in Provence, you definitely feel the energy. Like there's a very powerful energy there in that cave. It's a grotto.
Mm,
It's like a chapel now. It's a chapel. And at the bottom of the mountain is a hostelry, a Dominican monastery, um, where people can stay. And it's about a 45-minute walk up through the special forest that's never been cut down. The trees have never been felled.
mm,
The place where the steps start, and it's 150 steps. And yes, it takes about 45 minutes to get up there. But it's
incredible.
a special place of very high energy, and pilgrims have been going there for centuries. So it has a powerful and potent energy.
I would recommend everyone put your hand on the page if you feel called. We had a couple people already doing that. Maria said, I felt the energy of the picture and I feel it on my palm every time I touch the page. Strong and light and amazing. Another person, this was Amaro, said, I walked those steps on June 25th for my 80th birthday and I experienced an initiation that continues to transform my heart. You can feel those portals there and I can now feel them within. Another person said, I touch the page, says Judith Gay, and I feel the light from the pictures. Wow. So yes, definitely check it out. Go back to the recording or go to uwealthrevolution.com/now// Judy 30 and check it out. Now I want to get to some questions here. Let's see. I've got Carmel. I know that you are just an amazing listener. So, Carmel, I'm going to grab you if that's okay. And do you have a question or any comments or anything to share for Judy Satori while you are here today?
Yeah,
Hi,
hi Judy, hi Darius. Thank you
Now,
hi,
so
Carmel.
much. I really appreciate this, and I love Mary and Mary Magdalene. So I suppose for me, I have this pain in my feet, and I feel like I'm not connecting properly to the earth. So I'm wondering, do you see anything with that, Judy?
yes, and you're in Ireland, I know.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm going to be
I'm in
going.
I, I'm in Wicklow, so it's very lovely here.
Oh, yes, that's where I'm going. Exactly where I'm going to be going to at the beginning of June, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
wow.
welcome.
Yes, so welcome to you. So I'll just say that I also had pain in my feet for about 2 months. It's now gone, and I'll explain what this is all about. There's a
Hmm.
grounding that needs to take place through the feet into like a deeper connection with a mentee that I was talking about deep within the earth. This is because our physical bodies need to receive the regenerative energy that's coming up from a mentee. So this is, and you could say this is like a karmic clearing going on in the feet, in the cells of
Yeah.
the, it's not last, this is my feeling, I don't have it now, but I had for about 2 or 3 months, I had quite severe pain in my feet and also in my Achilles tendons, both of them. And when I was in Australia just before Christmas, I had the visualization of being shackled around the ankles,
Hmm.
and the shackles fell off. So with you, what's happening is that there is energy trapped in, I feel it's more the soles of your feet, And I feel it could be related to your adrenals and like fight and flight in your body,
Yeah.
being a little bit overwhelmed with life and everything you've got to do in life, but not just in this life, through many lives. And does
Mm,
that feel true for you? Like,
absolutely. And you know, I also saw on my right ankle I had a shackle as well.
interesting. So,
Yeah.
so what's happening is with the feet is not lasting. It's like, and it's not any kind of organic issue. It's a clearing of karmic trauma so that you can go deeper into your connection with the mentee, which is where we're going to get a lot of the regeneration energy for our bodies from
Hmm.
the months and years ahead. So I'll try to help with this to diffuse it so you maybe feel better. Is it
Thank
painful?
you. Yeah, it's like a tingling, but I really resonated with that overwhelm and yeah, it just gets sometimes it gets so intense and it's like, oh, I need to ground this energy.
So it's not so much to do with grounding, but more to, I feel, but it's more to do with releasing. However, you absolutely have to ground because when we stand on the earth, you can't stand on the earth at the moment in the winter nuptial bare feet, but if you can stand on the earth as much as you can in bare feet, it will help with this for sure. So let's see.
Okay, thank you.
Pity. Koki a ekaishi do kozekli. Lemeda kadala zukulikula zukulikula stukuli. Likalika okodata. Ikakikata akutpatikata. Okay. How does that feel for you, Carmen?
It feels lovely. I feel more relaxed. And at the end, I just got this strong message. It was like, you're safe.
Yes.
And then in the middle of it, I could see almost like, you know, like little elemental beings.
Yes.
And they were like dancing around to your voice, kind of going, oh, you're okay. So, yeah, it was lovely. Thank you so much.
Good. And the other thing that really helped me with the foot issue is reflexology, foot reflexology.
Yeah,
Helped to
I
break down
must.
the karmic vibration.
Yeah, yeah. And Judy, is that thing I wonder gone off my leg? It looks like a band, like an
Oh,
electric.
excuse me. Do you feel it's gone off? I think it has.
I think it has. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that was moved to with the energy.
yeah.
I know that you've been a druid in past
Oh,
life.
that's wild because Kenji Kumar
Yeah.
also said the very same thing to me.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yes. Yeah, and up where I live, there's loads of druid circles, and sometimes I go and do ceremony there.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I also
So,
feel this life, being born in Ireland and living where you're living in the Wicklow Mountains, it's a strong reconnection to that ancient wisdom of your soul. So if you were to listen to activating soul wisdom and go deep into that, I feel that
mm,
there's new wisdom going to come forward. Well, it's really old wisdom, it's your druid wisdom coming out
yeah.
again.
That's on more goosebumps. And that's the third person. Another person told me that as well. And recently, when I've been meditating, this sounds very strange, but it's like there's tree leaves going out of my body. Like I'm kind of turning into a tree. That's what it looks like. So, yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know what. I have to do with that, but it's kind of becoming stronger, I suppose.
It's like your reason for being in this lifetime, really, to integrate these capacities, this knowledge,
Mm.
and that's why the elementals are so around you, because you've also been elemental. You've been a not human.
Yes. Yeah. Well, like that, people always say to me, "Oh, you're so like a fairy," and my daughter is like a fairy. So definitely. And I always think, why can't I fly? We should be able to fly.
maybe
But
maybe
you
you
have
will.
you have very fairy energy as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Carmen.
Oh,
It's like
so lovely to meet you. Thank you. And thank you, Darius, for the support and everything. I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Carmel. Beautiful way to feel these energies. This has been amazing, and I love that we're getting to questions because we're getting more and more of this truth coming forward, and I think it's a truth we all share. Is like Carmel said, going back to that version of ourselves that had all this wisdom, that had all this knowledge, that had all this connection to the earth, that had all this connection to the sacred grids of the earth and the sacred architecture of Divine Mother Earth. And all of this is a part of us. Judy, I want to get to a couple last questions. I know we've had a lot of people writing in. Um, Magical, yes. The energy is very magical, says Amila Rowe. Thank you for that. Yeah, I felt the energy in my feet very immensely, says Anne Rowe, who actually was feeling what Carmel was getting released. That is incredible. I want to ask this question. Oh, very interesting. Interesting. I had a very strong feeling of the portal as I walked into the ocean of North Daintree as if I was going to Amente. Beautiful. So send in any final questions for Judy Satori or any other things that you need help with as we're getting in here with many people writing in and many people feeling energies. Is it okay if we take one more, Judy? I think it might be. Okay, so we have Nazila. Can we take one more question, Judy?
we can take one more question, and I also at the end I
Yeah.
just like to bring through energy from Alpha Centauri to complete.
Okay, I'm going to go to Nazila really quick, maybe a rapid fire question from Nazila, and then we'll close with a very powerful activation. Nazila, I'm going to send you an unmute request as you said you needed help, and we're here to support you. What's happening, Nazila? How can we help you?
Nazilla.
Hello, Darius. Hello,
Hello.
Judy.
Hello, Nazilla.
Mm, Unfortunately, tonight I'm not with the same in the same page as you. You know the situation in Iran,
In Iran, yes.
and I put my life in danger to be in this call. Maybe they
Mm,
can track me. Uh, I just came to this call. Maybe I find some people to care about this and and pray for the situation in Iran. It's very important. In the last call, if you remember, I told you that it's not about Iran, it's about the energy that Iran will share later. But at the moment, it's very, very dark here. It's very dense for me. Judy knows me for years. I came in this call to ask for help, to ask for prayer, and
yes.
maybe Judy and Mary Magdalene can channel something for me to be like a conduit or anything. I don't know. I just came for help.
And Nazila, I'll just say to everybody, I know Nazila. I've not met Nazila personally, but Nazila is a tremendous light worker in Tehran. Um, it's really tough, and we just bring through love for you. All of us unite now with our heart and send love to Nazila and to help you continue your incredible work of being a light and to give you courage and strength and the knowing that Mary and all the beings of light are with you now, supporting you and holding you in the light of truth and in the light of love. Makia. Ki la stoji di si la koji di sela kodala. Ika ka ki sela koji de kia. Me kia ka ata katoji de kazal kodala stos. Ki zabada kazda kushta zabada kasa. Amerika ki zabada kodala ishta kazabada kodala zabada stos rakati. Meki shi de kisa bada kuda 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 bada ka ugly. Meki shi de sada bada kuda 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 bada kuda bada kada kuda kuda bada ishtada bada kuda la ka sa 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 sa. Adishtaka. And protection.
I didn't cry for 30 days just to be strong for the people that they are connected to me.
Yes.
Even if I needed to scream, needed to cry.
I'm going to reach out to you personally, Mzila, also. But
Okay.
it's hard for all of us. Well, not hard. We don't know what you are experiencing there fully.
Correct.
We are in our own little isolated world bubble of where we live. We have probably no understanding fully of what you and the people of Iran are going through right now. It is tremendously courageous of you to be on this call, because I know it's maybe not safe, and we all send you our support and our love, and you are not alone.
Thank you. I know I could feel you all these days that the internet was shut. I could feel you really, Judy. Please keep place in your
We
heart
will.
for Iran. It's a gate. Believe me, it's a very huge gate in Iran for a mentee.
Yes.
Yes.
It's an ancient doorway, it's an ancient gate. I think, yes, everyone has been sending prayers, Nasila, and I just let everyone know we can't imagine wherever we are in the West or whatever challenges we have is nothing like what the people of Iran are going through, where their lives are in jeopardy. We complain about an ache here, something not right here, not having enough money for something we want or a vacation. We do not know what it is like for the people of Iran, and we cannot fathom. So thank you, Nazila, for also waking us up to the gratitude we should have for wherever we are, and the prayers we need to keep extending to you and the wonderful people of that country.
Yes. I
Thank you, Darius.
agree. It's the prayers that we should be extending to Iran and the people of Iran who
Yeah.
are holding, so many people there holding the light of truth so strong, or trying to hold this now. And
Mm.
wakes us up to that
Yes.
point.
Yes. Yes. So many important things that and the power that we have, right? We also give it away because maybe something in our life doesn't feel 100% right. So we focus on that one thing instead of realizing the true power we have to help the world. So, Judy, maybe this final activation is going to be something that brings peace, harmony, but also lifts us to rise in our power and maybe helps the world today. I know it will.
This energy is from Alpha Centauri, and as I said, they've really started coming to the fore now, because we need to uplift our consciousness and almost transform our consciousness, because it is with our heart mind, our mind of the heart, that we can reach out and help and transform our planet and the hearts and minds of everybody on it. So what they can do is they can take a thought and amplify that thought so it becomes all encompassing and infused into everybody. So the thought that they want to take and bring forward now to infuse into the hearts and minds of us, so that in turn it goes out like the rays of the sun into everyone, is the thought of, what is it? The blessing of peace, love, and harmony together. the blessing of peace, love, and harmony together, wherever we are, whatever our race or creed, that we are all brothers and sisters together, and that together we are bringing forward the light of God in new and powerful ways. This is the reason for being of this energy now, which will impact all of us and create a permanent, lasting effect that will radiate out of us and help spark a new way forward. Ko a te I se la stan na kodada mi ke a tu I se alo de se makadali a dia I se da so da da kuda me te soko la kal de kish de ko de dia me ta a tu se la kodada ma de so la kada do de zidi me ke se ko le ki la di zidi me sto da da se la kadada ma che la considero si tia alla distante da ma cote la ti se a tanto così ma tu sei de la cada de ma ca de e si da sa ma co ca di stu da ma co a ti dalla storia ma co e chi la che storia a co ata ma co che tapete che ta ma co sta con la cada Makushta kodda 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 makudda 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 illa kada se sto rado kodda makuda la kujusta la kada kodda di ke se na bada kodda mo kada sto akas yaka bista. And they're saying, and so it is. And it's all about, as you said, Darius, rising up, but not rising up in any way associated with aggression, rising up from a state of complete heart-centered love and truth. Like a candle flame, really.
Thank you, Judy. Yes.
Okay.
Wow, there are probably more activations on this call than any of the other two. So this was absolutely one for the record books. And I want to thank everybody who's here, whether you called in, you asked a question, whether you contributed, you sending your heart, especially with all of the things we've been talking about, and Nazila and so many others. You are lifting the grid, lifting the energy of the planet, and we invite you to join the program. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Judy30, and lift your energies. As you know, this is a time when so much is happening. So many things are either falling apart or falling into place or doing both at the same time, and humanity is here for us to absolutely elevate our power and align to who we were always designed to be, and with that liberate so many others. I mean, that's our role, that's what's happening. And Judy, I've got to extend my gratitude for you being here, being in the breach to bring this consciousness forward and help us at this time to understand what we are, how powerful we can be, and for the first time really activate the parts of us maybe that we've always known were there waiting to come alive. It's a perfect time to be here and walk in the path of Mary Magdalene. So thank you for doing this.
You're very welcome. And it's such a pleasure to be with you, Darius, and with everybody today. And yeah, much love. Many blessings.
Much love. I just send my heart out to all of you and anyone suffering or anyone like we've heard today in harm's way. I'll pray. I'd ask everyone just send love, send your heart, send your warmth. Hold the people in suffering today in light, in your heart, in your empathy, and hold them in a better place. Imagine them all in a better place. Imagine the world in a better place. And together we are going to transcend and evolve and rise all as one. So thank you, Judy. Incredible, incredible way to shift the vibration of the day. I do not feel the same. I don't think anyone else does. You are such a gift. Thank you for being here. This was incredible.
Thank you. Blessings.
Thank you. Oh, and everyone, check out what Judy is doing. We're going to have live components of this as well with this very special call. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Judy30. It is all here, and this is the new way forward. Mary Magdalene and the energy of La Saint Baume and beyond. It's all here, and you do not have to end this right now. You can continue it. Check it out. We will send everybody off in love and appreciation and honor and light. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to leave everyone with our dear producer, Diane. And just if you need anything, let us know. We love you. We honor you. And I want to just say thank you to some of the folks here today, to everyone who's commented. Thank you to Janice. Thank you to Judith. Thank you to Susan. Thank you to Annie Rowe. Thank you to Lisa Fry. I'm sorry I missed you. Thank you to Tina. Thank you to everyone. We love you. We honor you. You're a gift and you are amazing. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon. And please do not give up or give in. Your light is always shining. Thanks again. Thank you, Judy. We
Thank
love
you.
you here at UWealth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Much love, and our hearts are with you. Take care, everyone. Namaste.